This is Trump's dinner. This is Trump's lunch and dinner. He got it at lunch. Now he eating it for dinner. Same thing. I watched Trump today, and this is what he was eating. So I went and ordered the same thing. Oh, ooh, thing right here so good. How y'all doing? You said you ain't doing that good today? So you really don't want to chill with me and talk to me, right? No, it's a lot of people that just don't want to chill and talk to me. When I think you ought to chill and talk to me, because there's a lot of things going on in the world right now. You know that? Do you know what's going on in the world right now? Can we talk about some of the things that's going on in the world right now? Okay, they got this new law in California. It's called Prop 36. Do y'all know what Prop 36 is? I am so glad I am not homeless no more. I am so glad I'm not homeless. And that's why we got to create a safe space for these people. In San Diego, they arrested 130 people. Guess for what, though? A quality of life sweep. A quality of life sweep. San Diego Police Department arrests 130 transients. The fuck? And quality of life sweep at several locations. They are targeting drug addicts, homeless encampments, and people with mental issues. And they are rolling up on these people and throwing their ass in the paddy wagon. They cleaning up the encampments. This is like, it's like illegalizing homelessness. They throwing people in jail now and making them take an option. Go get drug help or go into a shelter. So they gotta go into a shelter or go get into a rehab. You can't force these people off the streets like that, but if that's what they finna do, they gonna use the law to clean the streets up. So what we need to do, how you doing? Keisha B, how you doing, baby girl? Pretty self. We gotta go on and raise the money so y'all can help me start my homeless shelter. My projection goal to start my homeless shelter just to start, get started is $100,000. That's to get the storage containers. Just to get started, we need $100,000. So we trying to raise money Those are large numbers. You just can't throw that out there to the public like that. You say, Snag, how you gonna start a homeless shelter with $100,000? That ain't enough money. I bet you I can open up a homeless shelter with $100,000 that would generate profit. It'll be nice too. I wonder if I can get Jeff Bezos on board with me. I seen these beds on Amazon, and they $100, $100 a piece. The perfect beds I would want to put in my shelter. I wish I just had the money to do everything I wanted to do. To really build the type of facility that I want to build. Might cost me a couple $100,000, but if I had the money, I already been building. In detail, I already been building. But I gained more insight. I got a stronger revelation today. I put a little more thought into my project. It wasn't one of them idle days, man, where I ain't did too much work. So I was able to utilize that time and, come up with some positive ideas to go into my homeless shelter. And I also came up with an idea how to get one of my movies off the ground. AJ, how you doing? That was a delicious meal. Okay, now that I ate that, oh, that was delicious. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. All right. Will I make it to those tacos tonight? I don't know if I'm gonna make it to those tacos. Man, what time is it? Be patient. Man, they got all kind of stupid, crazy shit going on in the world right now. Research felon hardship assistance grants. Get the help you need with grants. Design, okay. Oh, they got an ex-felon hardship grant? What kind of grant is that? Man, they just got ways for niggas to fall into stupid shit. Bolder than the most. Serial attacker released into the community despite oppositions from victims.
And Brooke Taylor reports on a concerning rise in sex trafficking tied to cross-border traffic. Brooke?
John, these victims are facing so much trauma and just don't know who to trust. So we went to a safe house here in Texas.
Oh, that's a rapist, a serious rapist.
They focus on making sure that these victims have therapy, education, and ultimately just a safe space. Many of these victims have been betrayed by their own families who trafficked them. Heartbreaking images of minors at the southern border have become too familiar, alone clutching nothing but a piece of paper. A recent Office of Inspector General report reveals that ICE lost track of tens of thousands of these unaccompanied minors in just the last few years.
I don't think there's any doubt that they're being trafficked.
Bob Williams founded Bob's House of Hope, the first safe house in the nation specifically for male victims of sex trafficking.
We know that a lot of these children were sold to either gangs or trafficking, groups by their families.
When I came here, I was like 18 years old.
We sat down with one of the survivors trafficked from South America up into Mexico and across the border until he was rescued at 18.
Don't lose hope. Don't give up. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
He was sold 6 to 8 times a day, beaten and threatened if he ever spoke out.
This fentanyl problem is so serious that they hook these young people on the drugs. That combined with the fear of, if you don't do what I tell you, we're going to kill your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your dog. It's controlling.
And Bob believes that along with tightening the border, there needs to be harsher penalties on these sex traffickers, family members who are complicit, and ultimately better funding for programs that help these victims like his. John.
All right, Brooke Taylor for us with the update. Brooke, thank you.
government cover-up. We now have 7 experts and 1 expert hired by Newsweek magazine, an outside expert, who assure us that the main piece of evidence used to convict this man and sentence him to life imprisonment was tampered with and manipulated by the government in order to change the facts and reduce the age of a female from above the age of consent to below the age of consent. If this is true, it's a staggering government act of misconduct, and as they say, it's always in the cover-up. And the government is desperate not to have a hearing. They do not want the public record to show that 7 experts, including some who work for the FBI, who they use to get convictions against people, are now saying that this was a tampered piece of evidence. And an expert hired independently from outside confirms that there is no reason in the world for not having a hearing except to cover up government misconduct. They had an alleged very, very, very weak case against the defendant. Very weak. He easily could have won the case. And then at the last minute, they, quote, discovered a photograph of a female naked who they claim was underage. Now, once you introduce into evidence anything involving an underage female, case is over. That's why another defendant immediately pleaded as soon as he saw this. Every lawyer knows that you can't win the case when you have a photograph naked of an underage girl. Well, it turned out, according to these experts, that the government manufactured this piece of evidence, that there was a photograph, but that the woman was above the age of consent, which would make it not a crime at all. And they manipulated the evidence in ways that showed the jury falsely that she was underage. Now, if this is true, then an innocent man is spending the rest of his life in prison. And all we will want to do is have an opportunity to prove what experts have already said is true. And remember, the experts are former FBI agents, people who were relied on by the FBI to put guilty people in jail. And now these same people are saying, hey, this is an innocent person whose evidence has been manufactured, constructed, manipulated, tampered with in order to create a guilty verdict against an innocent person. Why shouldn't we have the hearing? And this doesn't only involve Mr. Ranieri, it involves every American. When you have somebody in jail who is there as a result of tampered with government evidence, it's the Soviet Union, it's Iran, it's China. It's not the United States of America. We don't put people in jail on the basis of manufactured. I've seen a tremendous lack of trust against FBI leadership. Now, we don't know for sure who did this, who did the manipulation. The experts can't tell us that yet. Maybe they can once they get all the information, but the government has suppressed much of the information. We only came upon this exculpatory information very late in the game. And so we don't know the extent of it. We don't know if it goes to the top. It's just one recalcitrant FBI agent. That's not the issue. The issue is the government from the top refuses to have a hearing. The government of the United States insists on keeping somebody in jail in the face of affidavits from former FBI agents that say this is a case of a frame-up. This is false evidence being used to convict somebody who you don't like. Now, and who you could never have convicted without this piece of evidence. This evidence was the single most important piece of evidence submitted at the trial. How do we know that? Because the government made such efforts to try to get it in. They put it in at the last minute, and it resulted in other people saying, oh my God, with this evidence, we can't win. We're going to have to plead guilty. So this is, the evidence is so strong. In fact, I think there's enough evidence already to dismiss this case. The Romans said, who will guard the guardians? Who will judge the judges? Who will make sure that we don't have a miscarriage of justice? American justice is in trouble today. It has lower confidence ratings than it's ever had in my 62 years of experience being a lawyer. And this case contributes to that. every reasonable person, listen.
You said, now that we've ate dinner, let's smoke. You ready? You ready, Keisha? You know I was finna smoke. I don't know why you sitting back playing with me. I just wonder, man. Let's probably do it right here. It's Friday night. I ain't booked on no comedy show. I'm just sitting here stuck in the house doing nothing going on. I'm so depressed right now. I'm gonna go to the movies. I'm gonna go watch me a movie. Just go treat myself. Do some more retail therapy shopping. Nah, I'm gonna go to the movies. Go to the movies. Ain't nothing more better than me. Ain't nothing more better than me. Ain't nothing more better than me. Nothing more better than me. I just had an imaginary thought that somebody just ran up from behind and hugged me and said, "I love you," and kissed me on the back of my neck right here, just on some random shit. I just, for real, that's power love. Like, he said, "Unc, you got a bike like Debo." Ah, that's funny. Mm, mm, mm. It feel like shit right now. What the fuck is going on? Damn, a day I need to make some money and I didn't make shit. This day, mm, I knew I shouldn't have started my damn day spending money. Somebody. Well, I gotta stay up though. I can't go to sleep. I ain't taking my nap today. Oh man. Man, I almost read that message the wrong way. I almost received it the wrong way. Man, you almost made one of my beasts jump out of me. Like, wake up and come outside of me. Like, let me quit thinking like that. I need to stop thinking like that. Well, I get offended real fast. I just realized that. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. I know if I take a nap now, I ain't gonna wake up to 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Boy. It's a Friday line from Debo. I know. I caught on to that. That's why I said I get offended too fast. I was talking to myself like, how did I read it? How did I read that sentence and 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 receive it like that? I had to pray for. You really don't understand what I be going through. Like, that's why I don't go out to clubs. I don't hang around people. I don't go out nowhere. Cause people be being sarcastic and I be thinking they serious and I've been reached out and choked the shit. I've been fucked the motherfucker up. Talking about, man, that was just a instant reaction, bro. I'm really sorry. I know you didn't mean no harm, but damn, I thought you did. Like, in the beginning, like I caught on, like I realized, man, you wasn't meaning no harm, but it would be too late by then. My actions done already kicked in. How you doing, Shatika Wood? We finna go on and get to this session. I just needed a little more juice because I'm really trying to fight myself. If I fight with myself, if I sit right here, I'll be okay. I won't, even if I do go to sleep, I'll be asleep right here. If somebody come and pull on the door, I'll be able to hear them. But if I go to the back, I'm gonna lay down, stretched out, I ain't gonna hear shit. And if I go out to my truck, I've been stretched out and laid down, I ain't gonna hear shit. Well, I'm gonna go out to my truck because it's warmer in my truck than it is in here. So I'm gonna go sit in my truck and smoke this blunt, smoke me a cigarette. Because I just got through eating. I need a cigarette. I want a cigarette. Smoke me a cigarette. Smoke me a blunt. God damn. Almost went from 0 to 100, 2 seconds. Hey, man. You got to understand what you're dealing with. I've been to prison 6 times. And 6 times that I went to prison, I served over 17 years in prison. So you got to understand, my perception of things are bullshit. Like, it's 0 to none. Like, you lucky I'm on my medicine right now. But if I was like completely sober, man, my attitude, my fucking like my fucking, I catch on to bullshit so fast, and just before I realize it, I done snapped. That's why I know that as long as I'm on my medication, I'm medicated, I'm okay. I have time to slow down and react and think about some shit. You know, a lot of people don't understand what I'm going through. Mentally, they don't understand. Physically, they don't understand. They think they do, but they don't understand. Man, I want to cook these tacos, but I done got full off that damn chili and hash browns. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm finna go and chill. Feel like going to buy me a goddamn lottery ticket. I don't know. I feel like I feel lucky tonight. Yeah, so hopefully